What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 6 and another hill climb car build. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I am going to be uploading back on my usual schedule, kind of every 2 or 3 days from now on, because everything's all sorted out. I can now hopefully upload as much as I usually would. And also, regarding this hill climb car series, I've now turned traction control off, so traction control is on 0, and there's now no PP limit for the car, so I can go all out, crazy cars, because I just wanted to check out some pretty awesome cars. So, my vehicle today is the SRT Viper SRT10 ACR. I wanted to drive this vehicle because, you know, the Dodge Viper, SRT Viper, is going out of production, and I thought I would check it out. On this first run, as you see, I slightly clipped a wall at the end of the run, which wasn't great. Got a wheel on the grass, and that sent me spinning. But yeah, all around though, this car was fairly nice. But when you look at the PP and the power, however, it's pretty ridiculous. We started out with 580 PP, so that's less than the Aventador. However, we ended up with 704 PP. So that's quite a lot. That's you know, up there with some of the really fast race cars in the game. So this thing was ridiculously fast. The main reason behind that was because it has 1,125 brake horsepower. Yeah, that's a lot of power going through a front-engine rear-wheel drive car and only weighing 1,242 kilograms, which means it gives the car a power-to-weight ratio of 1.10. 1.10 power-to-weight ratio. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, so that's 1,125 brake horsepower going through a rear-wheel drive car that's relatively light. Yeah, that is quite ridiculous, I will say. However, you know what? This car actually wasn't too bad. I was quite terrified with these figures and also with turning traction control off. I was very terrified of this car. However, it wasn't too bad. It was, you know, it would get sliding if you weren't careful. It would wiggle around a little bit. You see a couple of times through some of these corners that it would wiggle around, and I had a couple of kind of off-track and into the wall experiences with this car. However, it wasn't too bad. I actually found this car easier to drive than the Aventador that I had out last time. So yeah, it wasn't terrible. The time put it, this is only the third car so far, it puts it into first place, and by a fairly large amount, a 41.738. Now, I ran the Jaguar and the Aventador again with traction control off to keep it fair, and you see there's times. The Aventador is in second place with a 43.5. This is almost 2 seconds faster. It's 1.8 tenths of a second faster than the Aventador, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. This thing was a beast. So the second thing I needed to do was see how fast this thing would go in a straight line, and I was expecting it, you know, to go pretty quickly. I mean, it's got over 1,100 brake horsepower, so yeah, I was expecting a lot from this. However, I wasn't really expecting it to go as fast as the Aventador. That Aventador had 956 brake horsepower, so not quite 1,000. Almost 200 brake horsepower. Wait, no, over 200 brake horsepower. Oh no, sorry, almost 200 brake horsepower less than this car. Weighs a little bit more as well. However, it's the Viper with its ginormous wing. I mean, you can see the wing on the back of this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it has a lot of downforce going for it, so it can't get the best speed in the world. However, it does do pretty well. Down the straight, managed to get it up to 245 miles per hour, which will put it into second place. The Aventador in first with 253, and the Jaguar XKRS in third with 208. And then I decided, you know what, I've got traction control at 0, so I might as well do some celebratory donuts, because I couldn't do that before. But yeah, the SRT Viper was an absolutely ridiculous car. It was crazy. And with traction control off, it makes this a lot funner, as I slightly ding the wall. Yeah, it makes it a lot funner. The times aren't quite as quick because I have to be more careful with the power and stuff. However, it was a hell of a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to do some more cars. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe, comment what other cars you want to see race car builds and hill climb car builds of, and I'll see you guys in the next video.